Let me ask you something. You ever sat in class, staring at the board and thought, what's the point of all this? You ever pulled an all-nighter before an exam, crammed everything in, then walked out of that hall thinking, I don't remember a single thing I just wrote? Yeah, me too. Every student does. But here's what nobody tells you. That struggle, that's not a sign you're failing. That's a sign you're in the game. There's this kid, let's call him Rohan, average student, sits somewhere in the middle of the class. Not the topper, not the one who fails, just there. Every report card, his parents would look at his marks and go quiet. That silence, louder than any shouting. By 10th grade, Rohan believed he was just times not smart enough. He watched his classmates get gold stars and thought that ship had already sailed for him. But here's what actually happened. Rohan just hadn't found his times thing times yet. School gives you math, science, English, history, but it doesn't give you a class called What You're Actually Good At. That class you have to attend it yourself. And it starts the moment you stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Raise your hand if you've ever checked your marks and the first thing you did was ask someone else what they got. We all do it. It's almost automatic. And then what happens? If they scored higher, suddenly your 74 feels like a 30. If they scored lower, you feel relieved. But that relief lasts about 5 minutes before the next test comes around. Here's the truth. Comparing yourself to classmates is like running your own race, but looking sideways the whole time. You will trip every single time. Think about Priya. She topped every exam in 11th grade. Perfect scores. Everyone envied her. But in her second year of college, where everyone around her was equally brilliant, she had a breakdown. Nobody had ever taught her how to struggle because she'd never had to. Meanwhile, the kid who failed his boards twice, he learned how to get back up. That's a skill Priya had to learn the hard way. Both paths have lessons. Yours is valid too. Let's talk about the 11 p.m. version of you. Phone away. Notebook open. The whole house is asleep, but you're still up trying to understand something your teacher explained in 10 minutes that your brain needs 10 hours to process. That version of you, that's the real hero of this story. Not the toppers. Not the ones who make it look easy. You, grinding at night when nobody's watching, reviewing notes you don't fully understand yet, showing up to class tired but still showing up. That discipline, even when it's messy, even when it's barely holding together, that is the foundation of every successful person you will ever admire. Elon Musk slept on the factory floor when Tesla almost went bankrupt. APJ Abdul Kalam studied by the light of a kerosene lamp. Your 11 p.m. grind? It's part of the same story. It just hasn't been told yet. Let me say something that might sound crazy. Failing a test is not a tragedy. Giving up because of it is. Think about the last time you got a bad grade. What did you do? Did you hide the paper? Avoid your parents? Feel like the world was ending? Normal. Completely normal. But what if instead you looked at that paper and said, okay, this is telling me something. What exactly don't I know? That's what scientists do. They run an experiment, it fails, and they go, interesting. Now I know one more thing that doesn't work. A student named Aman failed his class 12 physics exam. Not just barely failed badly, he was humiliated. But instead of quitting, he went back to chapter 1 and rebuilt everything from scratch. 2 years later, he cracked one of the toughest entrance exams in the country. The failure wasn't the end of his story. It was the edit that made the story worth reading. School isn't just textbooks. It's also the friend who suddenly stopped talking to you, the group chat you're not in, the teacher who seems to like everyone except you, the pressure from home to be something you're not sure you want to be. Nobody teaches you how to handle that stuff in class, but it's eating your concentration, your confidence, your sleep. Here's what I want you to hear. You are not obligated to be okay all the time. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. The most emotionally intelligent thing you can do is say, this is hard, and that's okay. Find your one person, one friend, one family member, one teacher, anyone who you can be honest with. Not to fix everything, just to be heard. Because carrying it alone makes your backpack twice as heavy. And you still have to walk to school tomorrow. You think school is teaching you calculus and essay writing. It's not really. School is teaching you how to sit with something hard and not quit. It's teaching you deadlines, patience, how to work with people you didn't choose, how to fail in a safe environment before the stakes are higher. Every boring lecture you survived, that's patience training. Every group project with the one person who did nothing, that's learning to manage people. Every exam you walked into underprepared, that's learning to handle pressure. The actual syllabus of school is resilience, and you are passing it even on the days it doesn't feel like it. I want you to do one thing after watching this. Not study harder, not wake up at 5 a.m., not become a different person overnight. Just write down one thing, one small thing you're going to do differently tomorrow. Maybe it's putting your phone across the room before studying. Maybe it's asking a question in class that you've been too scared to ask. Maybe it's just sleeping on time for once. One thing, that's it. Because big change doesn't start with big decisions. It starts with a tiny shift repeated every day until one morning you wake up and realize times you've become someone you're actually proud of. School is not the finish line. It's the training ground. And you're already in it. That means you've already begun.